crypto lifestyle, baby! You voted for this video topic and the people are dying to know, is Digitex Futures exit scamming? Or is Digitex Futures finally getting their shit together? Yo, people are messaging me, bro, asking me privately, do you think they will go live? Why is the token pumping and dumping all the time, TCL? Well, how about this? You be the judge of all of that. And by the time this video is finished, I will give you my honest, unbiased opinion on this matter, which may actually surprise a lot of people, and there is some very juicy information that the team of Digitex tried to keep on a DL, a download, that took place behind the scenes, and trust me, Digitex Futures does not want anybody to find out about this. Oh well, too bad for them, because you know why? I don't serve projects, I don't serve companies or CEOs, I serve my subscribers, and you guys wanted this topic, so make sure you watch this video in its entirety if you actually want to be filled in on that juicy information. As I told you guys in my live stream, forget what the heck you heard about me, because you guys know what the fuck I'm about. But before we dive deep into all of this, do smash like, and if you're new here, smash subscribe as well if you appreciate fire content. Now, we must revisit the past in order to find out how we got to this point today. So with that being said, hey Adam Todd, you ready for that good shit?
My lord, the crypto lifestyle.
Hey, speak a bit louder, man, I can't hear you.
My lord, the crypto lifestyle.
That's better. Let's go get it.
Hey guys, I'm Adam Todd, CEO of Digitex Futures. We just did our token sale last week. Gonna get that motherfucker up to $1 this year. Yeah, to the moon!
Not many people at all are even aware of this because a lot of people in this space are just too lazy to do deep dive research. But this was the first launch date that Digitex Futures actually failed to deliver on. But I'm okay with that because, you know, 99% of the projects in this space failed to deliver on the first date. However, things really start to get interesting here. Let's take a look at that same year of 2018 to the month of October. Here's where Digitex really starts to gain traction and pops to over 10x gains within 2 weeks. This happened because investors were sold on the upcoming Malta event Adam Todd was marketing during the month of October. FOMO really kicked in as you just saw on the graph. Digitex continues to market their project as they should leading up to the Malta summit where they will showcase their demo exchange to the world. Now, if you've been with Digitex since then, you know what's exactly about to unfold next. I would love to show you guys the footage of this, but Digitex has since deleted a bunch of their videos from their YouTube channel, which includes the Malta demo. As you can see here, it was in their announcement channel history, but right now it's been deleted and is no longer available. On November 1st of 2018, as the team is in Malta displaying the demo to the world, suddenly the token takes a nosedive from 12 cents all the way down to about 7.5 cents. But things get even stranger. That same day, only hours later, on November 3rd, the token suddenly pops back up. Here's where the first strike comes into play. Many people in the crypto community took note to this, and during that same day, less than 24 hours, it pops back up to 10 cents. 2 days later, it dumps back down to 5 cents, losing 50% of its value in a matter of days. And then another 2 days later, on the 6th, it pumps right back up to 10 cents. If you had this news beforehand, knowing the movements of the price action, you could have made some really nice money, right? Some easy profits. And again, here's where the crypto community started to take note of all of these abnormal fluctuations. Let's fast forward to February 14th of 2019. Digitex token is sitting at a low of roughly 3.5 cents. Mr. Todd releases a video and listen to what he had to say.
We got to get that product launch out there. We're still scheduled for end of Q1, early Q2. That's on track. Look at what we did. Just going up to Malta, like that November the 1st demo, that was like a product really. That November the 1st demo date was a product. Look what we did to that token price just before that, the way we marketed that. I think the token price is so low now because people are just, they're just like, is this going to launch? Are they going to launch this? Is it going to be any good? That's the risk that you're taking right now. That's the risk with Digitex token. Is this going to launch? Because if it does launch end of Q1, early Q2, this shit's going to pop, and it's going to do it like it did in Malta. It's going to go even worse than Malta. It's just going to go crazy. Also, people kind of realized we were going to miss the Q4 deadline, and we just kind of drifted from there. This time, when we got this product launch ahead, when we do that, it's going to be like Malta, but better, and we're not going to fizzle out, and we're going to go way beyond that 15-cent price.
The series of unfortunate events that are about to take place right here is the straw that broke the camel's back for many community members and investors of Digitex futures, myself included. After Adam's confident and motivational video referencing to the Digitex price pop that will happen, according to this graph, only days after Adam's video, the Digitex token starts popping off once again. From February 18th to around the 23rd, we see the token pop from roughly 3.5 cents to 9 cents, exploding for 150% in gains, and had a healthy correction, okay, down to 7 cents, then back up to 8 cents, going up, going up, going up, going up, in preparation for the Paris blockchain event, which takes place on April 13th to the 19th, where it appears history repeats itself. As you can see here on April 12th, one day before the Paris event, where Adam Todd will be showcasing to the world once again his beautiful creation, the token starts to tumble, oddly enough like it did the day before the Malta Summit event. Unfortunately, Digitex deleted that video where Adam Todd showed us a quick glance of the exchange in his hotel room where the guy didn't appear to be himself. It almost felt as though he was hiding something, and I can't show you that, it's not there anymore as I just mentioned. However, here is where things really start to pick up and reaches its climax.
You guys see that Digitex price? Shit, what's going on here, man? This is almost like history repeating itself all over again, remember? Enough of that, let's talk about Digitex price. Now, yeah, price is going down. I wonder why. If you guys recall what happened last time when, Adam and the guys went to Malta and the exchange was actually supposed to launch, right? Just before launch, what happened? The price tanked. But it's almost as if it was inside information. I don't give a shit. I'll tell you guys like what I think, but at the same time, I'm not gonna be a fanboy. I'll just tell you like how I feel, and my personal feelings on this is, if we recall what happened last time, what happened? The price tanked before the announcement came out about Digitex delaying the launch of the exchange. So obviously somebody had inside information, right? I don't know why the price would tank just before they're going to launch, right? But it just don't make no sense to me. But based on what we have experienced in the past, I would be surprised if there's some kind of announcement coming out saying, oh, well, we have to stall or, minor delay or some kind of negativity, because this is exactly what happened last time.
That right there at the time was a fucking crazy ass thing to say. It was a very, very, very unpopular and a local ass thing for me to yell out of nowhere. And I mean, who does that, right? I mean, 4 days before the launch of the exchange, everyone in the community is getting excited, everyone is happy, spirits are high, and here am I coming out on a live stream in my car screaming this crazy claim. Well, you know how the saying goes, right? Smart mofos look like crazy mofos to dumb mofos.
It doesn't work. So, we can't launch this. It's as simple as that. We can't. If we launch this, it's over.
And I mean, if the camel's back isn't broke by now, that certainly did the trick. And come on, man, I call this during a very unpopular time, alright? Give me some props. And I want all mines, bro. I was warning people 3 days prior to the public announcement when the token was at 10 cents on the 23rd. Right after that announcement, the token actually crashed to about a penny, 1 cent. That's a negative of 10x difference. If you had took my stupid advice, which I was actually criticized and ridiculed by all the fanboys, which, by the way, I'm not a financial advisor, but strictly a crypto fanatic who loves investing into cryptocurrencies because I truly believe this technology will change the world. And that's why I invest into cryptocurrencies. So please do your own homework when investing into any such crypto. But you gotta admit, I'm pretty fucking good. Moving forward. So a few days later, Adam addresses the community on a live stream, which I really respect. Look, one thing about Adam, everyone has to admit, whether you like him or not, he will face the music, okay? He's not afraid of hearing the noise. He'll go live and he'll talk to you. Anyhow, I was actually live myself covering his AMA when I asked him this question.
Especially once we start really, pushing that whole development side, what we're doing with the development side. Because I spoke to SmartDeck, I said,
Adam, why did the token dump before the announcement was made public during both delays? What's your thoughts on that, big guy? That question was actually directed to Adam, and I got a response from a random fanboy who stated, if you watch charts daily, the TA was calling for a public pullback, then announcements, then dump. That's just TA, bud. So to all the fanboys out there who's been ridiculing me, throwing shade at me for that, this one goes out to you. This is what your ass get. For all the fanboys who be dropping Lambo stickers in the Digitex chat, popping boners over false hype, praising CEOs and co-founders, this is what your sorry ass gets. When you can't think straight, when you are tied up with your emotions and have that involved within your investment, when you're tribal, when you're in love with the CEO, your ass gets wrecked and I sell you my bags at a much higher price.
Anyway, short-term lifestyle. Adam, let's do an interview soon since your other YouTubers are too afraid to cover this. Okay then, yeah, I'm up for interviews with anybody.
But if I can really truly express how I feel and I have an audience and I can be real with them, I don't want them to listen to me. So you admitted on the 23rd that yes, we were told this. And then all of a sudden the price just was stable and just went 30% down. Okay.
Regarding the, that dump, I actually know who dumped those tokens. That price drop was caused by someone selling about 1 million tokens. And he was previously linked with the project. He's not a team member.
Okay.
It was an unrelated incident. It's one of those horrible coincidences. It was an advisor that we had. It was, someone that I didn't consider a friend that I don't anymore.
Gotcha.
It's not that he had inside information. It's just he dumped his tokens. It just looks really bad time, and it looks like he's got information, and he really didn't. He just dumped 1 million tokens, and that's what caused that crash in the price.
So, JD Miller, fanboy number 2, and James Zebra, fanboy number 1. This is not TA, right? All of you wannabe traders are not as smart as you persuade others to believe that you are, right? Clearly you're not. As I said earlier, smart mofos such as myself look like crazy mofos to dumb mofos like you two. We just heard it from the horse's mouth, Mr. Adam Todd. He said, yeah, that dump was from a team member he had a falling out with. That dumped on them, not no freaking TA. Unless you guys got some sort of advisory dumping indicator of some description, but I doubt you do, okay? And James, I'm a freaking lion. And what do lions do to zebras such as yourself? Just like the wild, we lions maul zebras. We eat the likes of you for lunch. You're both wrong, so stop acting as if you know and save yourselves the embarrassment. When everybody knows deep down, you're as useless as a pair of nun's tits. And by the way, take all the screenshots you want in Telegram chats of myself and send it to your beloved CEO Adam. I really don't give a shit. I'll tell it to his face like I've already done in the past live streams. And everybody knows it, like I said earlier. Fuck what you heard about me, because all of you guys know what I'm about. Okay, so as we just heard Adam say, there were 2 coincidences with the previous launches. I don't know about you guys, but I'm not a firm believer in coincidences. I don't believe that thing exists, but I don't believe in religion either. I'm just saying. But what I do believe in, there is always a reasonable explanation for everything once you investigate it. And that's what we will continue to do. At this point, the token is pretty much at a standstill, hovering around the 2.5 cent to about the 3 cent mark roughly, until Adam speaks out on June 17th about the launch of the DigiDAO.
We are converting the Digitex Futures Exchange into a DAO, into a decentralized, autonomous organization,
which gets the Moon Boys giddy and excited again to buy more tokens. As you can see here, based on this graph, the Digitex token pops an instant boner on the 17th of June with FOMO and false hype kicking in once again. That seems to be Digitex Futures secret sauce. And in a matter of days, guess what happens? Yep, you got it. The dump comes, but it does gradually come this time. Let's not make it too obvious, right? Is history repeating itself? Does this appear to be a common trend with the Digitex token pumping and dumping? Well, lucky for you, you made it this far into the video because shit's about to get a heck of a lot more interesting right now. There's a gentleman named Phil who was a former admin in the Digitex Futures Telegram chat who claimed he was allegedly fired by Mr. Todd because Phil had inside information. He found out through the inner circle of the admins that the DAO was going to be delayed. Thus, the token was going to dump. So like any sane human being, Phil sold his Digitex tokens before the public announcement in which Adam Todd found out and canned him. But hey man, don't take my word for it, take Phil's. You guys gotta listen to this shit for yourselves.
Lost my job while I was away in America with Digitex. I sold all, bro. And sold before the AMA, where he announced the DAO was being delayed. We had been pretty much promised the DAO wouldn't be delayed. Yeah, so Adam looked at some of the wallets that were selling, days, hours before his AMA, and located my big wallet, which was, in position 30 or something like that, and I was just filling the buy orders every time I saw a buy order pop up. I wasn't going to go below 19,000 GUI or 350 sats. I was just filling, just selling to those buyers who were coming in with, wanting 100,000 Digitex or 70,000 Digitex or 20,000. I was just selling into that. So I didn't cause like a massive dump. I didn't go in there and just dump the fuck out of that thing. I think I did it in a conservative way, but it pissed him off. And yeah, he informed Gary, head of admin, to dispose of me. I was in a position at that point where I didn't think I was going to do any kind of major selling like that, but I just got a bit pissed off, with that DAO being delayed. Not that that's even really important, but just another occasion, another promise of a date and then a delay.
I'm looking out for my son and me, because the fucking DAO was going to be delayed. I was informed of that by someone who said they had legit information, and he was dead right. And so I don't feel like I did the wrong thing. I just didn't do the intelligent thing. I should have had 2 separate wallets, then it wouldn't have been tracked back to me, would it? It doesn't look good for Adam with he's about to make an announcement, talk about the DAO being delayed, and there's one of the employees basically dumping 2.5 million tokens. So I guess he had to be seen as taking action. I'm sure some of the other admins have sold, and sold large portions at times, because they're in the know. Or maybe I shouldn't say that, that's pure assumption. I might just be one, of the many that did it, that committed the unforgivable sin.
I mean, everybody remembers Phil, right? He was a Digitex admin, and I believe Phil over any CEO, over any other co-founder. Why? Because CEOs and co-founders are money hungry. Phil is another individual just like myself, just like yourself, so I'm gonna take his word over any other fucking CEO in the space. But hey, look, that's just me. You guys have your own opinions, and you could draw your own conclusions, so take that for whatever it's worth and draw your own conclusions. Moving on to what's currently happening right now. So at this point, here's where I've been getting a tremendous amount of concerns and DMs on Telegram asking me about Digitex, if they're going to exit scam, when is they're going to launch. And you know what? I could really see why people are asking these questions and raising such concerns. Right now, it appears the bigger tubers who used to promote Digitex are not touching them with a 10-foot pole, even with gloves on. So obviously, they don't want any part of Digitex, at least right now. So to combat that, Digitex Futures appears to have some industry plans promoting for them. And what is an industry plan? It's a term that comes from the entertainment industry. And this means when someone who just comes out of nowhere...
Hello, welcome to Risk Reward. This is a channel which I am starting with this video.
Being heavily promoted by a company as a successful or authoritative figure with credentials, the company will advertise them across all of their social media channels, hyping them up, and we are fully aware how Digitex Futures love to hype shit up. So in this example, we're actually referring to the pro traders who are publishing good videos and reviews on the Digitex exchange all of a sudden, just out of the blue. Like, these guys at the time when they made those videos pretty much just opened up a YouTube account just to make these videos for Adam. People are concerned because the common theme with exit scam projects is they get random dudes or smaller YouTubers to promote for them, pay them in BTC or just their native token, what have you, trying to remain relevant and competitive in the market, raising awareness and false hype, in turn influencing you to invest more. Examples of this is ARB Token, who actually mastered this art. That project got a bunch of low-key YouTubers to shill for them, and it worked like gangbusters, man, it really did. Also, we know Adam Todd is giving out gold and silver-plated physical Digitex coins to certain YouTubers and members of the community for their support, which frankly is kinda weird and desperate in my humbled opinion. Well, the same ARB token in this example that we just previously used also gave their YouTubers Rolex watches for sticking it out with them. And I mean, take this for whatever it's worth and draw your own damn conclusions, but to me, I have to admit, man, this is certainly bizarre. Normal companies or projects just don't do that. And I mean, it is what it is, just something to note and keep at the back of your head. Many of the Digitex community members actually raise some good points, and one of those points is this: why would Digitex Futures exit if they have a testnet? Well, let's take a look at the granddaddy exit scammer of them all, BitConnect. Yeah, BitConnect. What did they do 2 months before they exited? They held a massive glitz and glamour event in Thailand that captivated the entire cryptoverse, whether they want to admit it or not, spending roughly $5 million to host that event. Now, if you include the Lambos and the various sports cars they gave away, I mean, this thing was just absolutely decked out like the freaking Grammy Awards. Now, that's what exit scammers do, right? They gain your trust by showing you something tangible or something concrete. Things like that. Things that restores confidence in the project. That event BitConnect had at the time was turning some critics into believers. I remember this. And that's how scammers operate. And yeah, I mean, sure, building a testnet does require some time and money, but another example of that is Novachain, who launched a testnet of their own and showcased this to the public. But guess what happened to Novachain about a couple months after this testnet went live? They got more and more people to FOMO in, invest until enough was enough, their bellies were full, sticking out, and Novachain just poof, disappeared and rode off into the horizon, never to be heard or seen again. And for those very reasons, I tell and I remind the Digitex community, I could see why others will shout out things like exit scam or perhaps Adam pumps and dumps on his token, etc, etc. Remember, you guys need to understand, if there's anybody who's qualified to talk about this in an unbiased fashion, is myself. I've been here since the ICO. Never mind that, I actually am an ICO promoter. You can't say you know another YouTuber today who could say the same thing. So what I'm trying to say is, I've been documenting their progress before Digitex was even a thing. Alright, let's move on. Alright, with all of that out the way, there is a however, and it's a big one. So let me start it off by saying, however, one needs to take a look at the current devs Digitex Futures has working for them. As Adam said in a live stream last year, which I actually agreed to,
SmartDeck is not going to align itself with a company that they even suspect is a scam. You know,
Exactly.
they know me
Exactly.
very well. They know me
Hell
personally.
yeah.
I've met them personally.
SmartDeck entered this space in 2017, joining the Ethereum community. They are a group of developers who boast more than 50 team members. They're also widely known for smart contract developing, blockchain security auditing, and technical consulting. They're renowned within the Ethereum community, attending hackathon conferences like this one here called ETH Denver, and have won multiple awards at these events. These devs are no joke and have already made a name for themselves, which rings bells in the crypto space. This panel of developers and other team members you see before you have not missed any dates or timelines in their previous projects or milestones dating back to 2009. These guys are professionals and should be taken very, very seriously. They also did work for other reputable and recognized projects such as Trust Wallet, Kyber Network, Gifto, and PundiX, just to name a few. Alright man, so I pretty much updated everybody from the start of this series of unfortunate events, and I'll tell you this much. There are 3 types of exit scammers in the crypto space. The first type is the straight up scammer, right? The type to have the intent to scam you outright from the very beginning. That was his sole and only intent. Now, do I truly believe that Adam Todd falls under this type of exit scam? No. Up to this day, recently, I publicly stated that I don't think he ever had the intention to full-fledged exit scam on us from the get-go. Now, the second type of scammers are the ones who surround the truth with some lies and the lies with some truth. Meaning, they try to swindle you by leveraging the law in their favor to hustle you, right? So for example, a registered company who claims to be a portfolio management firm trades for you. And then say after about, I don't know, 5 days to about a week or so, or 2 weeks or whatever, the firm contacts you and claimed that they lost all of your capital due to bad trades. Guess what? You can't do anything about it. Even if they didn't really lose your capital, they could work their way around the law to favor them. trust me, man, this happens more than you actually think, and that's a form of manipulation or scamming. Now, does Adam Todd fall under this category? No, he does not. However, the last type of exit scammers are the ones whose intent was to bring the world a revolutionary product. They are trying to actually put goodwill into the marketplace while getting rich at the same time, which nothing is wrong with that, especially if your motives are pure, which initially they are, up until things start to get harder and tougher. They can't seem to fulfill timelines due to development failures over and over again, or in some cases, funding runs out, or they just constantly keep hitting roadblocks. Sounds familiar? Doubts and thoughts of failure starts to set into their minds, and the project just flat out fails. This does not by any stretch of the imagination mean they did not try hard enough, but it's merely impossible for them to complete the project, for whatever case may be. Now, you think that company is going to return to you $21 million back to the ICO investors, or even aftermarket investors for that matter? No, bro, they bounce and they exit or move on to another company, playing the role as an advisor or some bullshit like that. So, the lingering, highly anticipated question still remains. Do I, the one, the only, crypto lifestyle himself, do I believe that Adam Todd falls under this category? Let me tell you, if it wasn't for SmartDeck, I would have said hell yes he does. But I can't say that because I believe in SmartDeck, who are the devs that are working with Adam right now. So my answer to the question is no. I personally do not believe that Adam is going to exit scam because he does have solid, recognized devs working for him today, in which their credentials and association with other reputable projects speaks for itself. But hey, man, who gives a shit what I think? That's just my opinion, man. You guys are the ones who actually voted for this video, not me. So you tell me, is Adam Todd and Digitex Futures going to exit scam? Or perhaps you believe they're just pump and dumpers? Let me know in the comment section below. So you know what? There really isn't much left to say other than, until Digitex mainnet launch, you're on your own. Later.
I gotta be honest, man, I don't understand it. Your content ain't up to par, I think we all demand it. Your shit lies, I know you feel shit inside. TCL lifestyle, you can be mine. You don't want the smoke green cause it's eat time. You don't know this crypto life, you tried it cause the buzz high. Fake YouTubers and fake gas ammo, it's the crypto lifestyle. Don't fake the shit on your channel. Content created came from TCL. You hate hard, but you know I'm gonna wish you well.